convention so far?
I'm enjoying it, as I do all conventions. I've been to about 20 of them with Jason and Sonny, and we always have fun.
Great.
Because we meet a lot of people we don't see between conventions, so it's fun to meet them and talk to them, find out what they've been doing. A lot of them are dead, but that's all right. Look at that face.
And you're all from Portland, right? You live here?
We live in Vancouver, Washington, which is just across the river.
Yeah, we're close. We're very close to Portland. You know, what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes away. You know, but we live in Vancouver. It's East Vancouver, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, East Vancouver.
This weekend, anything in particular?
Meeting people, as I said, that I haven't seen for a long time. From one convention to another, you run into the same people, and in between, you never see them. But you really make good friends of them, and the only time you see them are every few months when you go to a convention. So I look forward to seeing a lot of friends that I wouldn't see otherwise. That's one. I really don't. The panels don't interest me that much, but the people are what I'm interested in.
Awesome. Do you remember the first time you started going to conventions? What it was like?
Yeah, I used to go to the World Fantasy Conventions years ago. I went to the first 10 of them or something, and I felt it was good because they had publishers and editors mainly. It was a professional convention, and you could always make contact and make a sale, and I always ended up making some kind of a sale, and I thought, that's great, you know, why not? Make some money. I always came off with more money than I spent, so that if you can do that, you're all right.
Wow.
Go to Las Vegas, you can't do that. The house always wins. Just remember that the house always wins.
What are some of your favorite memories from some past conventions you've been to?
Well, I keep repeating the same thing. Some of my favorite memories are meeting these people I haven't seen and you know, hanging out with them, going to dinner with them. Like, you know, well, there's so many of them. I couldn't mention all of them. But St. Joshi is a good friend of ours, and I generally see him at conventions. He lives in Seattle. They go up there on business, so they see him more than I do. And Mary, she keeps plying me with chocolate, dropping chocolate in my pocket. Oh, good. Absolutely need to do it. Listen, we live in a sea of writers now. It's like the ocean of writers, and the only way to emerge and get up above that sea is to appear in as many places as you can, be on as many panels as you can, do as many readings as you can, because and get on Facebook. I noticed that lately I'm on Facebook and I'm getting all kinds of answers. I did one thread about animals cruelty, which I find horrible, and I got over 40 people agreeing with me. So yeah, I would say that for a young writer, that's essential that he get out there and promote himself or herself. I hope I win, but even if I don't, it's great to be nominated, as they say in the Oscar world, you know. It's always such an honor to be, I don't need to win, I'm just nominated, that's enough. No, it isn't enough, but it's okay. Look at Sonny over there.
Can you tell us the name of your book and maybe what it's about and some background on how it came to be?
My latest collection?
The one that you've been nominated for.
Nolan on Bradbury, yeah. It wouldn't exist without Jason Brock and St. Josie, who put it all together and forced me to do it, because I said, nobody wants to read a lot of essays about Bradbury I wrote, and they say, oh yeah, you can put them together. I said, they're all repetition. They say, we'll cut the repetition. I said, well, okay, and it turned out to be a pretty damn good book, and so I'm proud of it now, but I never would have done it without him. I mean, you know, Jason's always shimmy. Jason's terribly. No, I won't say that. Now forget that. Strike all that. Jason's terrific. Strike all that. I can't attack him on public television. I can't do that.
I'm sure you can. Remember, I have a turn coming up. So.
Oh yeah. So. What are you working on now? What's coming up in the future for you?
I'm working on a very bizarre story for ST's. It's a noir Lovecraft, part noir, which is Maltese Falcon, Raymond Chandler Hammett, and part Lovecraft. So it's a Lovecraftian detective story in effect. And it's very difficult. I'm having a hell of a difficult time writing it, because I'm writing part of it in the first person, part in the third, and switching. And part of it's a diary, and part of it's confrontational with a monster. And God, I'm all mixed up. I got different sheets and paper and notes. I'll eventually put it together, and then I think it'll be interesting. I think ST will like it. I gave him a little synopsis of it, or at least Jason did, and he said, sounds good. Yeah, my word, it sounds good.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I'm working on books also. Jason and I are going to do a book called Logan Falls, in which, shall I give it away? No, I can't get. He won't let me talk about it.
Logan's Run universe.
He won't let me talk about it. But it's a new Logan novel we're going to do together, and plus we're doing another anthology together of favorite stories that we've read through the years, reprints.
Centipede is releasing Logan's Run, the definitive edition.
The Logan's Run, we're doing a lot more with Logan's Run.
No, the definitive edition, Logan, is coming out from Centipede this summer.
Well, when you get on the camera, you can say that.
Well, you wrote the fucking book. I'll talk about it.
All right, you do it. We'll let him talk about a lot of stuff that I'm not going to talk about.
okay, I mean that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
God almighty, I hope this is edited.
This is going to be a very strange interview, I got to tell you.
Well,
You can edit all this stuff out.
yeah, I'm going to be just getting.
Make me look very dignified. Yes, science fiction and fantasy is the literature of ideas and ideology and stuff like that. So I got to be very serious here on the camera. You're ruining my seriousness. He calls me an albatross around his neck. Isn't that horrible to be called
I
that?
didn't say around my neck, I just said you're an albatross.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Oh my God, no. I mean, I've said everything I can say.
Okay.
Drag him up here and he'll say outrageous things that I would never think of.
Oh, okay.
Come on up here.
All right. Great.